Take the proper trail. Anyone ever take this anymore? It sure doesn't look like it. Oh my God, you can barely see where the trail goes. Okay. Slow shift. I've had so many drivetrain problems this year, or I should say this season. It started about August. Shoulda? Nah, not by myself. I think that's called the sniper line, I believe. It's a lot less intimidating to me now as it used to be, but I'm not going to do it when I'm out here by myself. Because I do have a propensity to make mistakes and end up on my ass. I take a lot of chances, but they're controlled chances, if that makes sense. All right, I gotta focus here. Can't let my mind wander on this section. Come on. Gonna muscle it up there. Mind wanders on that section, you'll end up walking it. I'd go in on that line. I should have taken the outer line. It would have set me up a lot better. You know why? Because I was still thinking about that section back there and how I used to take it on my regular bike. And I could do it on my regular bike too. It's not strictly an e-bike thing. I've been riding these trails a long ass time. A new pallet there for the bridge. Since the last time I rode, I needed it. Wait. No, wait, I'm wrong. Was there always a... Boy, now I'm having like the Mandela effect. Was there always a bridge there? Yes, there was. If you wonder what the Mandela effect is, it's this. Ooh. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Squirrel. Rock garden. Sliced an elbow open. Got 7, 8 stitches right there. Back in my Santa Cruz heckler days. It's pretty. Hit a rock kind of crossways. Front end went this way. I went that way. Landed on the elbow. Didn't even notice this bleeding until I felt something warm running down my arm. Man, it was a gusher. I'm like, God dang. So, kind of wiped it off. Had to ride the bike back out. Didn't have much choice. Got some funny looks. A couple of "Are you all right?" It's cool. Bleeding like a stuck pig. Drove myself to the urgent care. Got stitched up. Went home. I think, of course, if you ask my wife, I drove home crying, begged her to take me to the urgent care, and she had to carry me out to the car and then walk me in, patting my head and giving me a sippy cup. So, a friend of mine, drum runner, fellow YouTuber, buddy, guy who shreds, just absolutely shreds on an old school Klein, said, I need to tell a story of my my YouTube handle, and there I go talking and running off the trail. My YouTube handle, TooMuchBike. It's a story. It's fun. So, me and my brother Casey were up at Solly Recreation Area, and I was on I guess I was on a Santa Cruz heckler at that time. And Casey was on maybe a specialized stump jumper. It was one of the nice stump jumpers too. Anyways, we're up there, and I guess it was about 2008, because that's when, in my opinion, the best looking come on, Santa Cruz Nomad, the best looking Santa Cruz Nomad came out in 2008, my opinion. And I was drooling over the bike. We were at the overlook on Solly's right, on the right loop, I think, yeah. And I told the guy, I said, man, that is a killer bike. I love that bike. I want one of those. And he smugly, kind of rolled his eyes up and said, and this is I'm trying to do his voice exactly like I remember it. Yeah, it's a little too much bike for around here. And me and my brother looked at each other, looked at him, looked at each other again, and just kind of said, you're sure, we're at Solid, and you're saying that bike is too much bike for Solid. And we just kind of laughed and went on. And then we ran into him later on that steep ass climb. If you've been to Solid, you know what steep ass climb I mean. He was trying to go up it, and he was popping gears, and he was struggling to make it up that hill on that bike, right? And that's when I think I said to Casey, yeah, the bike's a little too much bike for him. And so that's when a catchphrase was born. Oh, it's a little too much bike for around here. And it was funny. We ran with that. That was our running joke for quite a while. We were up here a couple of weeks later at Blankets, and I saw a guy on a new Heckler, and I was on my Heckler. Mine was like a 2007. This was maybe, it's a couple of years old at that point. He was on a new Heckler, had that new single pivot setup, and the new welding. If you knew the Hecklers then, you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I said, that's a nice bike. You like your Heckler? And he was like, yeah, it's a little too much bike for in here. And we just cracked up. And he looked at us, kind of cross-eyed. What are these boys laughing at? Yeah, it was funny. A little too much bike for around here. That's a little too much bike for around here. So, we decided, there's our website. We went and registered a little too much bike for around here.com, TooMuchBike.com, a little too much bike.com. We got all of them. And we set up a screwy little website. We got stickers. We had stickers. I had a sticker on my chainstay that said a little too much bike for around here.com. And it was just a joke, a running joke for us, which we still make to this day. So, when we set up that website way back when, we also tied it to a YouTube channel, or to a YouTube account. Well, I tied it to my YouTube account. So I had the YouTube account, Too Much Bike Festival. We never did anything with it though. Like I said, it was just fun. And we, life got on and we moved on and everything. So when I decided to start making more serious videos, I decided to actually put these friggin' expensive GoPros to use. That's when YouTube decided, okay, you need to do the username thing and blah blah blah. And so, which username do you want to use? Donnie Nix or a little too much bike? And I said, I guess I'll just use a little too much bike or too much bike or whatever. What the heck? It's a mountain biking channel with 43 whole subscribers. Thank you guys very much. So it's Too Much Bike. I don't know if it's going to be a brand, but the little logo you see is something that my brother drew back when we thought we were going to do a website and just having fun with it. So that's the story of this brand. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with this channel, it'll ever be anything more than just a lark. But it's fun. It's like playing with a new toy. I'll give a shout out to Saints of Speed for these sweet ass Infinity Gauntlet gloves. Fine, I'll do it myself. Come on, bear. These are sweet. They feel so good. They feel like second skin type thing. Nice padding. The fingertips work well on phone screens. I got some Krispy Kreme gloves too. They're so sweet. Anyways, Saints of Speed. I'll link to them. Anyways, let's finish up this ride. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Whew. I love this trail. Does anybody remember when this was like a gathering spot? Back when Dwelling and South Loop were it over here, and this was kind of a gathering spot. It was that little tree right there that stuck up, and you'd roll up to it and just kind of hold on to the tree instead of dismounting. But I remember rolling up here, and there were always people here. That was back when the first entrance, the clockwise entrance, was up that rutted out, can't even call it a road. It was maybe an old Jeep road at one point. It was only about 100 yards or so, but it was up, and it was red clay, and it was rutted as hell. How's it going?